What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler, is... He is Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it. Here comes the Easton assassin Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of... In the red corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano. Hiding out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it, as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny skies.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Let's do it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Just missed with that hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Smart move there to buy some time.
It's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But it's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull the arm out the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind.
Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum.
Sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Everyone getting tired of seeing these two fighters hold and clinch.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
A perfect counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A very competitive round here so far. Holding nothing back here in the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Throws the jab, but does not score. So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long leap. Not many fights can do that.
The perfect counter lands. Smart move to clinch there, but the referee's only going to let you do that so often.
You've got to save that in the back because if you ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
And wisely here, they're going to clinch and hold on to stop this offensive onslaught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Another scoring shot there. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. These two are the perfect dance partners. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Smart move there. When you're in trouble, just hold on.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you. Now be careful.
Why does he continue to hold? The referee can take a point here.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. You couldn't write a script like this. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Punch, counter punch. It may not be pretty, but sometimes clinching is effective.
You need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Got him there. Quick punch scores. How about that time counter shot? It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
What you've got to do is you're doing it to get an advantage. The comparison is probably football. Ballers will pretend to hit and roll around 6 or 7 times just to get the advantage with the referee, so he tells them off. In fight game, I've got to get you to the point where you're complaining, you're getting frustrated, you try and book me, you try and bite me, you try and do something out of character where the referee jumps on you and takes a point off you.
Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They exchange punches. And once again, he gets clinched.
You've got to say that in...
Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a...
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Hey, those punches add up. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one on. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Hold it right there. Let me jump in for just a second. And a good decision here to clinch.
It tells me so much when a fight is holding on. It means they've been hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
jab had to hurt. A wise veteran move there to clinch.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off.
Sometimes you've got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight until your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
That uppercut misses. That counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And what a shock. Another clinch.
Sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
He did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And that's the right decision here. Veteran move to grab on, but as you know, you can't do it too often.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
You can't do that too often or the referee is going to take a point. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, what?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change. Nice punch. That counter shot lands. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice exchange here from both men. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching. So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Insane action!
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Smart move to grab a hold of your opponent, but obviously you can't do that too often.
What you've got to do is you're doing it to get an advantage. The comparison is probably football. Ballers will pretend to hit and roll around 6-7 times just to get the advantage of the referee, so he tells them off. In fight game, I've got to get you to the point where you're complaining, you're getting frustrated, you try and butt me, you try and bite me, you try and do something out of character where the referee jumps on you and takes a point off you. That's the whole name of the game. Or even make you tired. There's a tactic to do it. Trust me, in the gym, these...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the table. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caught him with a heavy punch. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
That jab doesn't score. Good counter punch. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Nice stop, but that won't score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Wise move to hold on here, but you can't do that too often.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you. Now be careful because when he starts pulling, taking you out of your rhythm, it's going to get harder.
Good right hand. Good punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. You'd like to see more jabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got... And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
You've got to save that in the back because if you ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push.
And a good decision here to hold on.
Yeah, you've got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable. Keep doing unorthodox things. I don't mind that now.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Johnny, I thought they were supposed to hit each other. The referee has seen enough. He's called a halt to the action and will deduct a point.
About time, ref.
This has been a close one. Both of these guys fighting their heart out. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Which fighter's going to get clipped first?
I can't wait to see what happens this time. I'm stoked. I'm supposed to know this sport. I have no idea which way it's going to go. What are you saying, Tom?
Seconds are so precious at this stage of the game.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Big hook to the body.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That jab misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. And he'll try and muffle the offense there with another clinch.
Sometimes you got to go with the instinct.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do, wouldn't be surprised if the referee deducts a point for that.
Finally, a referee that knows how to do his job right.
That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he will hold here, and good thing he did, because he was getting beaten up.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glove.
And a wise move there to clinch.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
They exchange punches. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And now going for the finish. A much better game plan here. Do you believe what we are seeing? Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down! I need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
So, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice job getting that punch through. Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good punch. Nice punch. Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that hook won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wins. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. And he did catch him! He caught him clean! Clean as a whistle!
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Better be careful, the referee may take a point if he keeps clinching.
You know, sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
Can't score with that jab. That uppercut does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You can't.
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
What you've got to do to get an advantage, the comparison is probably football. Ballers will pretend to hit and roll around 6-7 times just to get the advantage with the referee, so he tells them off. In fight game, I've got to get you to the point where you're complaining, you're getting frustrated, you try and butt me, you try and bite me, you try and do something out of character where the referee jumps on you and takes a point off you. That's the whole name of the game. Or even make you tired.
Will the referee stop it? Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Let's see that again.
You're
Halfway
right,
through
Todd.
the round.
What a shot. No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or...
1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the referee says he can continue, but how much more does he have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in again.
And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto.
Now, sometimes style makes fight, but this...
Total dom. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. So much for defensive abilities. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.